हेलो एवरीवन, आप सभी का फिर से एक बार स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में जिसका नाम है कॉमर्स ट्रेजर। इन दिस वीडियो आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट एमकॉम PGET KUD 2021 एग्जाम डेट एंड सेंटर्स एंड अबाउट द important topics which you need to cover for the upcoming PGET exam. So without wasting much time, let us go to this video. In the comment section, I got many comments regarding to exam date of MCom entrance of KUD as well as the centers where it is going to happen. So few days back we had this notification in the KUD website which says that now the existing date of MCom PGT has been rescheduled from 29th of October to 6th of November 2021. Timings are same, that is from 10:30 to 11:45, and about the centers, still now it is not specified where exactly the exam is going to be conducted. Last year it was conducted in 4 different colleges due to COVID reasons, but this time let us wait for the official notification from KUD. Once we get the notification, I'll definitely make a video on that. And as I said, if I get good response on the application video, I'll make a video about how to prepare for the exam and how exactly is going to be the exam. So let us talk about the paper first. Now, if you see, your paper is going to be like this, wherein they say that the maximum marks is going to be 100. So you will be having 50 questions and each question will be having 2 marks. The duration of exam is going to be 1 hour 15 minutes or 75 minutes in total. So you have to mark 50 answers and you will be having 75 questions. So make your strategy. For practical type questions you require more time, and for normal question which is theory type you require lesser time. So you manage your time properly in order to crack this exam. You have to write your seat number in this place. You have to sign on the paper as well as in the OMR sheet, and then fill all the relevant information in the OMR sheet which is going to be given to you on the exam date. For exam you have to bring your college ID, in which college you are studying your UG, as well as the hall ticket which is issued by the KUD while you submit your form. So let us go to the common instructions which are given by KUD. There will be 50 questions as I said, and each question carries 2 marks. Remember one thing, there are not going to be any negative marks. So you have to attempt all 50 questions because every question is important and every question carries 2 marks. Answer all the questions in the OMR sheet only. Bubble in the OMR sheet shall be filled using a black ballpoint pen. Enter your seat number and other details on the first page of the question booklet and also on the OMR sheet. So remember, you have to use only black ballpoint pen. Please bring 1 or 2 black ballpoint pen for your exam, and you have to fill all the bubbles only in the OMR sheet. So 4 options will be given. All the questions are going to be MCQ type questions. You have to fill only one answer. If you are going to fill more than one answer, that question is going to be treated as wrong. So remember this thing. And whenever you are filling the OMR sheet bubble, fill it totally, correct? Don't fill it half, or else it is not going to be considered in your examination. The blank space in the question paper booklet can be used for rough work. Question paper booklet need not to be returned. So you should not return the question booklet. You can keep it with yourself. And the last 2 or 3 pages, remember, it is going to be blank pages for your rough work for practical type questions. Now the most important point which you have to remember is only simple calculators are allowed and not scientific calculators. So many students do not have idea about whether calculators are allowed or not. So definitely simple calculators are allowed, that is your normal calculators. Bring those calculators because there are going to be around 10 to 12 practical questions every year. We have these questions, and using calculator will help to faster your solution. Use of mobile phones and other electronic devices are strictly prohibited. So this is a general instruction. Now, how to prepare and what all to cover? Now this is also a very important question which I frequently get in Telegram group or personal messages I get, or even in comment section of the videos. So I have made a list of some important subjects which you need to cover, making an analysis of last 7 to 8 years paper. So let us see which are the important subjects which you need to cover and what are the topics which you have to cover in those subjects. As per the analysis, these are some important subjects. First one is computer application. So from last few years we have 7 to 8 questions which we get from computer applications. Even last year we had 8 questions, that is 2020 paper. So here you get questions on input output devices, storage devices, on softwares, on MS Word, MS Excel, on mails, etc. So cover all these topics. Even generation of computers are asked, or about printers, about mouse, keyboard. So these are some important things which you need to cover in computer applications. Then we have economics, in which 5 to 6 questions we have every year. Here you have to study about managerial economics, that is about different types of market like monopoly, oligopoly, perfect competition. Then about demand and supply, elasticity of demand you need to cover over here. Then you have to cover about international economics, which includes IMF, World Bank, SAARC, ASEAN, ASEAN, WTO, etc. And even you have to cover monetary economics, in which about RBI, about velocity of money, supply of money, also information is been asked. Apart from this, you should also study a bit of Indian economy as well as industrial economics, which includes industrial policy resolution, LPG policy, demonetization, etc. Then we have income tax, in which 4 to 5 questions are asked. In income tax, you get questions on 5 heads of income, that is income from house property, income from capital gain, income from salary, income from business or profession, and income from other sources. Also, you get questions on deductions from 80C to 80U. I have made a lot of videos on these all topics. I am putting the list of all those videos into the description as well as in the I button. Do check out those videos. And even you get questions on PAN card, how to fill income tax returns, about assessment, previous year, residential status, etc. Then we have accounting, in which questions are asked on cost accounting, financial accounting, as well as corporate accounting. So on cost accounting 3 to 5 questions, corporate accounting 3 to 4, and on financial accounting 3 to 4 questions are asked. So in cost accounting, you get question on cost sheet, prime cost, works cost, different types of cost, about cost reduction techniques, process costing, abnormal, normal losses, etc. In corporate accounting, usually you get questions on goodwill. Then you get questions on minority interest calculation, which comes in holding and subsidiary companies. Then sometimes you get questions on consignment, accounting for banks, etc. In financial accounting, you may get questions on royalty, piecemeal distribution, then dissolution of partnership firm, then realization of assets, revaluation of assets, etc. Apart from these three, you also get practical questions on management accounting, which is also a very important topic, where you get questions on different types of ratios like current ratio, stock turnover ratios, liquidity ratio, profitability ratio, activity ratios, etc. Even questions on break-even point, margin of safety, or sometimes on PV ratio, contribution, etc. are asked. Even sometimes you get questions on cash flow statement, funds flow statement, which is also part of your management accounting. One more practical subject on which questions are asked is financial management. So this is sort of both practical and theoretical subject. So here 3 to 4 questions are asked. Majorly questions are asked on capital budgeting techniques such as NPV, IRR, or sometimes on objectives of financial management, on time value of money, on working capital management, etc. Then we have questions on business law, where we get 3 to 4 questions. Here questions are asked on Indian Contract Act, Sales of Goods Act, Indian Factory Act, Negotiable Instrument Act, types of contract, special contract, contract of indemnity, contract of guarantee, and even on essential elements of a perfect contract, who can enter into the contract, different types of contract, void contract, voidable contract, etc. Then apart from this, you also get 2 to 3 questions on these all topics, which includes Indian financial system, wherein you get questions on capital market, money market, stock exchange market, NSE, BSE, SEBI, or something like futures, options, different derivatives, and about some questions on Indian financial system, how it runs. Then we have questions on secretarial practice, which includes questions on how a company secretary works, what are the qualification, about meetings, how meetings are conducted, about notice of meeting, and some legal aspect regarding to companies. Then we have questions on business communication skills, where questions on letter, how to communicate, what is communication, what are the different disturbances which are there in communications, etc. are asked. Then again, a very common topic is human resource management, where questions on different types of functions of HRM is asked. Then questions on job rotation, job specification, job enlargement, different methods of remuneration, wages, fringe benefits, and even on HR audit, HR evaluation, different methods of performance appraisal, different methods of grievance resolution in HRM are asked. Then questions on auditing is also asked, wherein you have to study about different types of audit, what is audit, qualification of auditor, verification of accounts, and who can do audit, what are the different reports which an auditor gives, etc. Then we have banking, wherein questions regarding to RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, different banks, nationalization of banks, and very important topic which can be asked this time is about recent merger of banks. Now recently, that is last year, we had mergers of banks, so which bank has been merged with which bank can be asked over here. Then what are the new banks called, where are the headquarters of this bank, when it was established. Then about some aspects of bank, like what is SLR, what is CRR, what is bank rate, what is repo rate, reverse repo rate, etc. Then we have principles of management, wherein questions regarding to functions of management, principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Then we have leadership style, motivation theory, then different major things which comes in management like planning, staffing, organizing, coordinating, etc. will be asked. And apart from this, you get some general questions, that is GK related questions. 1 or 2 questions are asked on this, which may be regarding to FDI or about GST or about COVID or about what is running in the economy based to commerce subject. So just have a glance over these all topics. So these are some very important subjects which you need to focus upon. Apart from this, there are remaining few subjects which you have studied in your BCom. So those are not very important compared to the topics which I said you in this video. So I hope now you might have got a rough idea about what is asked in the exam and which subject you need to prepare. So still there are around 7 to 8 days to prepare. So start your preparation. Competition, as I said, is going to be very tough because every year around 1600 to 1800 applications we get for MCom and seats are very limited. So every question is important over here. Try to read as much as possible, and basically you have to focus upon the 1 and 2 marks question which you studied in your BCom, as well as solve previous year papers, at least 10 years papers. If you solve, you will get an idea of what exactly you have to solve in the exam and how much time is going to be required to solve each question. So this is all about today's video. If you like the video, please share it with your friends, and if you have any doubts, you can comment me in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video, and let us meet again with another video.